The Culture Behind Koji by Caitlin Cuevas. Students will gain knowledge about the science behind Koji. What is Koji? It is a fermented food inoculated by mold grown on damp grains or legumes. It came in! Let's open it. Hey guys. Well, it took me like 50 tries to do this. Anyways, so you already know my name. It's Caitlin. I'm going to talk about my final project, and my topic that I chose was Koji. So you're probably wondering what is in this package. And yes, I already opened it. And my topic, which I already said, is in here. But before I talk about Koji, I'm going to talk about aspergillus, oryzae, which is the fungal microbe that grows on Koji rice. So let's go look at the scientific facts. Koji's origin started in China and the technology process imported to Japan. In Japanese, Koji means cultivate, heal, and peace, formerly known as Koji-kin. Facts about A. oryzae, a deeper look into Aspergillus oryzae. We are going to go over the scientific identification, structure of microbe, filamentous fungi, life, ecology, and one fun fact. Aspergillus oryzae belongs to the kingdom of fungi. Its division is Ascomycota. Its class division is Uroshiomycetes. Order is Urotiales. Its family belongs to Trichocomaceae. The genus name is Aspergillus, and its species is A. oryzae. Aspergillus oryzae is a filamentous fungus bacterial colony isolated from soil and plants, particularly in the form of rice. A. oryzae has 8 chromosomes, and the genome size is approximately 35 mbp. The optimal breeding ground it grows on are rice heads in Southeast Asia on soggy farm plantations where industrial workers harvest and collect Koji spores. It has a conidia-4 asexual spore structure form called conidia, where the colony is initially white that turns yellow-greenish because of the large form of conidia. As you can see in the picture, you can either use rice or soybeans, creating Koji, which causes its enzymes to break down. Then it breaks down to a protein, creating amino acids, its deliciousness, glutamic acid, aspartic acid, as well as others. The primary enzyme secreted by this fungi is called amylase, which lends a sweet taste to food it's fermented into. This enzyme is most efficient at a temperature of 35 to 40 Celsius. It receives its energy through contact with grains or starch. On the other hand, the secondary metabolism utilizes acidic compounds to suppress metabolic pathways. It tends to prefer an environment that is rich in oxygen, which provides beneficial nutrients to foods. Its habitat favors 30 to 40 Celsius, creating moisture for spores to cultivate and reproduce. A. oryzae has an optimal pH level between 5 to 6 and can germinate at 2 to 8 pH. Here's a fun fact. Due to its contamination between carbs and starchy foods, it can make various types of foods from soy sauce to sake and can make a great marinade for steak from its ability to secrete a multitude of useful enzymes. Alright, so watch the rest of this animation showing the spores on the outside of a pickle in a pickle jar. Super cool. Alright, we're gonna welcome some friends, Yoshiko and Hiroshi from Japan and Choi from Korea. Yoshiko will talk a little bit about mass production, Hiroshi will talk about the weather for miso, and Choi will talk about the health benefits for doenjang, a Korean soybean paste.
Hi, it's Yoshiko. I would like to talk about koji, which is one of the secrets to Japanese longevity and good health. Koji or asparagus oryza is a delicious fungus, but koji also refers to the koji cultured grain, which occurs when asparagus oryza is incubated into steamed grains or legumes such as rice, barley, or soybeans. Rice koji is the most popular form and is easily accessible in any large Asian grocery store and online. What's not so good is that easily accessible koji products are not following the traditional Japanese method. For example, 90% of miso in the market is dead. They lack in natural nutrients and antioxidants, and some have MSG. We want alive miso. Good news is, if you're outside of Japan, it's actually a lot easier to find authentic koji product.
木にはですね、その発酵に有益な微生物が住みやすいんですね。味噌っていうのは梅雨と夏の高温多湿の時期に一番発酵するんですね。で、よく寒仕込みって言われますけれども、寒い冬に仕込んだ味噌は当初は全然発酵しないんですよ。ほとんど変わらないわけですね。で、春になって暖かくなって、今申し上げた梅雨と夏の土曜の高温多湿のこの時期に一番発酵して、その次に。
What kind of substances are contained in doenjang? How beneficial are they? A laboratory analysis revealed a variety of substances. The most prevalent bacteria in doenjang is Aspergillus oryzae. Mold, germs, and yeast interact as probiotics that give doenjang its health-boosting properties.
된장이 다양한 발효 미생물에 의해서 발효가 됨으로써 일차적으로 소화 흡수율을 높이게 해주는 그런 이제 영양학적 측면뿐만 아니라 다양한 기능성을 가지고 있는데요. 대표적으로 항암 효과, 면역 활성, 항균 효과, 고혈압 저하 효과, 콜레스테롤 저해 효과 이런 것들이 많은 과학자들에 의해서 규명이 되고 있습니다.
Alright, so this is what you would need to make koji from scratch, but since I bought mine off of Amazon, this is what I have so far, so please excuse my setup. Now let's get to the fun part and make Shio koji.
Come with me! Wait a minute! Who are you?
Shio koji is a thick paste made from 3 simple ingredients: solid koji rice, water, and salt. This paste can be used as a marinade, as a tenderizer, as well as enhancing the flavors in foods. This process takes 7 to 10 days. Let's move on to making Shio koji. Here's what you'll need: rice, Aspergillus oryzae, water, and sea salt. Step 1. Buy koji rice. I bought mine on Amazon and the brand is called Mayako Koji. It's $14.99. Step 2. Unwrap the koji rice from its package. As you can see, I'm struggling to open the wrapper. Step 3. Pour koji rice into the medium bowl. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like up close with its fuzzy furry texture. Step 4, you're going to break the rice apart as much as possible. I didn't use the bowl as I should have because I was too excited. Step 5, you're going to place a large container on the scale and weigh it until it's 200 grams. Step 6, I forgot to mention, make sure to tare the scale when you put the container on, and then that's when you add in the water, weighing 236 grams. Step 7, you're going to replace your container with a smaller one and make sure to tare the scale, pouring in your salt until it reaches 68.2 grams. Step 8, combine the water and the salt. Step 9, grab yourself a wooden spoon and mix until well incorporated. In this clip, I added a little bit more water so that it would have a good porridge-like consistency. Final step, you're going to cover it with saran wrap, and then you're going to poke holes into it. This will create an airway so that it will receive oxygen. Now let's talk. Some things you might wonder. Can you eat raw solid koji? Yes, you can, but you must add water to adjust. Koji provides a slightly sweet, nutty, and savory taste, or also known as umami. Where does umami come from and how is it described? The word umami comes from the Japanese language. Foods that are high in umami compounds are seafood, meats, aged cheeses, seaweeds, soy foods, mushrooms, tomatoes, kimchi, green tea, and many others. Let's talk about the pros and cons. Starting with the cons, excessive inhalation of airborne spores can potentially be damaging to the lungs of industrial workers. Next, koji may have a funky odor due to fermentation process, and if you have strong sinuses, this might not work for you. Lastly, of the cons, it is mass-produced. Since koji is so easy to obtain from online to Asian markets due to manufacturing, it may lose its power to fully break down the enzymes. Now with the pros, it has many health benefits. Probiotics, which help improve gut health and enhance nutrient absorption, has vitamins, promotes beautiful skin and hair growth, relieves constipation, aids weight loss, relieves fatigue, increases concentration, aids good sleep, and more. Another pro is that it enhances the flavor of koji. It is a natural seasoning for foods that provide an umami flavor thanks to the gods of Japan. And lastly, it is versatile for cooking purposes. Thanks for tuning in and watching my video about the culture behind koji because
it's science.